Legends, welcome to another little review here on Season 2 of Generation 1 of the Transformers. Absolutely loved the show as a child growing up. It's been a total treat to sit down again in my early 40s to check it out once more. Big child at heart, nothing wrong with that. This is the Insecticon Syndrome. And in this episode, Megatron wants to attack Iron Mountain and steal the military plans, and all the secrets for the world defense system, basically. And his weapon to do this is to use the Insecticons for his purposes. But Megatron, being Megatron, does not trust the Insecticons in the slightest, and likewise the Insecticons do not trust the Decepticons, even though they're all from the same sort of family. Like, they're all Decepticons at the end of the day, but the Insecticons don't see themselves in the same boat, so they'll turn on Megatron at the first opportunity they'll get. And Megatron's plan is to get them to go and power up at a power plant, eat the power core and the power plant, make them strong enough to attack Iron Mountain with the Decepticons to steal these plans. See, the Insecticons, they energize themselves through eating materials, whether it be metal or trees, whatever it is. They'll take those elements out and use that as energy to power themselves. And if Megatron powers them up with this power core, they're going to be unstoppable. So there's a lot of fighting in this episode, and if I go into great detail, it's just going to be punching and kicking and whatnot. But of course the Autobots get involved as per usual to try and stop everything that's happening, and they essentially get their asses handed to them in the first confrontation at the power plant. The Insecticons get the power core, consume it, and grow larger. But we do find out that the power core is not compatible with their robotic stomachs, and eventually this power core is going to destroy the Insecticons. Are going to explode. But the Autobots, being the good beings that they are, they develop a cure for it, a remedy, an inoculation, if you will, and they set off to try and stop the Insecticons from exploding. Not just to save the Insecticons, but the humans that are from Iron Mountain. So unknown to Megatron, the Insecticons have taken control of Soundwave's mind. They've got him under their control. They have the ability to do that. They can essentially bug anybody to be their puppet, and they're going to turn Megatron's plan against them. Once they get into Iron Mountain, steal the plans, they're going to steal that off Soundwave and use it against Megatron, the Autobots, Decepticons, humans, you name it. And while they're getting the plans, Megatron and Starscream are in there. They're having their little victory pose, you could say, and Megatron orders the Decepticon troops to turn on the Insecticons, but the Insecticons are one step ahead. They have bugged the entire Decepticon force, and when Megatron realizes what happens, they also get to bug Starscream, and Megatron's the only one left unaffected. This is when the Autobots turn up with the cure. Basically, it's 3 vials of the cure, and to feed the Insecticons to stop them exploding. But Megatron, having lost control of his forces, has gone haywire. He's just going to destroy everyone and anything about him. But Optimus Prime turns up, jumps, tackles Megatron, gets him to the ground and tells him, look, you can't shoot these guys, you're going to make the power core erupt. It's going to kill them, you, me, everyone here. So Megatron is still angry, still going after whoever the heck he wants to go after. Like, he's taking pot shots at his own soldiers here. Like, you're fools, you're weak-minded. How the heck can you let these things infect your minds or whatever? But essentially, by the end of the cartoon, the Autobots are trying to fire this cure at the Insecticons, and it's one of these instances again where Megatron and Optimus Prime have to team up together to try and save the situation at the end of it. I love those little twists in the original series where the two leaders, sworn enemies, would have to work together. You do get a bit of that in this episode, and the funniest part for me in this episode is like Megatron gets shot by one of the paired up Insecticons. I was nearly going to say Decepticons again. I don't know why I'm mixing up that word this morning. And he's almost knocked unconscious, and Optimus Prime needs him to transform, and he's going to use Megatron's gun for him. Load the vial into it and shoot the Decepticons using Megatron and his gun for him. But Megatron is that out of he's just that out of it after getting shot that Optimus literally lifts him and physically transforms him himself. Brilliant. So he takes out two of the Insecticons with the cure. They shrink down to their normal size again. Apart from Shrapnel, I want to say Spike does get the cure into his chest plate, into his system, but not in time to save him. He actually gets blown up, and I was thinking, oh, this is a first in the Generation 1 cartoons. It's been that long since I actually seen these here. Like, it's a long time since I watched the entire series back to back, and I could never recall any of the Autobots or Decepticons or Insecticons pre-Transformers the movie actually getting killed off within the series. So I was like, shrapnels and pieces by the end of the episode, and the other Insecticons like, we're not that easy to get rid of, and they turn their power on the pieces of Shrapnel and basically reassemble him, and he comes back to life essentially. So there's little things out there that I was kind of gutted at when you got the Transformers the movie and we started losing the original cast of the Transformers for a new line of toys. But Transformers was always basically a half-hour toy commercial. So new line of toys, you're going to get rid of the old ones. But we're skipping ahead of things here. At the end of the episode, the Insecticons retreat with Megatron and the Decepticons in pursuit of them. We get a little close-out moment at the end where the Autobots and Spike are having a little laugh to themselves, where they caused us a lot of trouble, but they seem to bug Megatron even more. Bug as an insect. So beautiful little series. This is probably not, well, I don't want to say it's not a strong episode. I really did enjoy it, but it's not really one of the standout ones for me, apart from Megatron and Optimus Prime having to work together. Did enjoy that, but this is an insanely good series in the Transformers franchise, and for my money, it's between season 1 and 2. I do believe season 2 is slightly better than season 1. But for me, I don't think that the Transformers ever really did hit the high that they were in season 1 and season 2. Definitely not season 3 and 4, although there is some high points in there as well. But this was them at their very best. So if you haven't checked out season 1 and 2 of the Transformers, I would highly recommend it. The only thing that I have really enjoyed in recent years coming from the Transformers is Transformers Prime was a very good series as well. But in saying that, a lot of people have recommended Beast Wars to me, Now, when Beast Wars came out, I was, gosh, I can't even remember what year that was, but I was out of high school. I was into the working world at that point. I was dating, heading towards getting married, and just time was not in my hands to check out that sort of stuff. So there's no might about it. I will at some point, whenever we're going through Transformers. Now that I've started it, we're going to keep going, and I'll probably do everything and anything Transformers related on the channel here. So I'm looking forward to checking out a lot of stuff. But again, seasons 1 and 2, absolutely fantastic. This is where the foundations were laid for, all the Transformer stuff coming out these days has its core from Generation 1. And yes, the foundation, even now in 2021, still has a lot of those elements from 1984, 85, 86, and I absolutely love it. So if you're enjoying the Transformers reviews here, please consider subscribing, and I'll be doing these as often as I can, daily, if I can get away with it.